Spider-Man 2, running on the PlayStation 5. I know my voice sounds horrible, that's because I have a cold, but let's start what I actually think about Marvel Spider-Man 2. Now, is this game worth it in 2025? Is it better than the first one? I think those are the questions that we can answer. But before that, here's something I need to show you. I have 100%ed the entire game, just like my Marvel Spider-Man 1, to show you that I am a huge Spider-Man fan and I really wanted this game to be spectacular. Okay, before we swing into it, let me just change the audio, reduce the audio a little bit. Yep, that seems fine. Okay, so let's start with the positives first. This game looks amazing. Now, I know back when this game was first released, we all thought it just looked the same, but that was partially because of the YouTube compression, and since Marvel Spider-Man 1 was already a good-looking game, the improvements which they did didn't actually show well in those videos. The lighting is a lot better. It's like leaps and bounds about the first game. At least the lighting, uh, the texture quality in everything is amped up to 11 as you expect for PlayStation 5. For a PlayStation 5 game. Now, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the story. Now, I know story is actually a bit subjective to everyone. Some people might like it, some people don't. You know what? For me, this was actually I can see what they were going for. I don't think they've achieved their vision completely, but I could see what they were going for. It's an extension of the original game. The death of Aunt May still hangs around Peter a little bit. He's still a bit sad about it, even though he doesn't show it. And this game actually tries to, uh, give that a good send off. This game actually gives Peter a break, at least for a little while. Peter is finally moving in with MJ. His best friend Harry is back, and he has a stable job for once. And he's working at a place where he's actually beloved, and he's making his aunt proud. I mean, his aunt was already proud, Aunt May, but the Emily May Foundation? Come on, Peter never even saw that coming. But that being said, I felt that story was a bit rushed. Story doesn't feel complete. Like there's some arcs in the game were just left dangling or just completely, you know, cut short for the sake of finishing the story. I mean, for me, the first game wrapped everything up very nicely. The Martin Lee, the Dark Arc, the Sinister Six. It was for me the storytelling in Marvel Spider-Man 1 was a bit is a bit better for me. I would choose a Spider-Man 1. Now, I did enjoy and the other thing which I do not like is there's no DLC for the game. I mean, why? You could have done so much more with that DLC. Spider-Man, the original one, had like three, I think. I think it had three. Like I want the remastered version, so I never had to worry about those DLCs. But I played all of them. This game is also this game feels a little bit too short. It's a it's just a little bit more than Miles Morales, even though it doesn't feel short, even though it's a bit longer than that, it feels in the same level. I don't know why. And the side missions feel like side missions for some reason in the first game, but in this game, some side missions are they really damn good. I'm not gonna spoil anything for those of you who haven't played it yet. Now I know my swinging is terrible, but uh, I'm just trying out the swinging without the assist feature. It is set at 0, and also you have another map to unlock. This is the entire another section of the game which you have, and this is the main one. So let's go back here and look at the fast travel speed. I mean, what Insomniac does with his games is nothing short, pun intended, marvel. It really is. They're one of the best developers we have. So, let's start about the things which I don't like. The spy, the spider arm seems like a good concept in the game as a gameplay mechanic, but uh, I think it makes Peter and Miles a bit too similar. And I understand that Miles has electrical powers and they wanted Peter to be in more line with Miles, but he didn't need those spider arms. He already had it. Like he already had suit powers. So why? He could have just gotten. Okay, I'm gonna just leave from now. I think Wraith can handle it. So, what I was saying was, it just makes Peter Parker and Miles Morales a bit too similar. But what I feel they should have done is leave Miles as it is in the game, as in the second game or as it is right now, but give Peter his give all of his gadgets back. Give Peter his gadget wheel so that Peter is known for his ingenuity, his way of thinking, his finding out. Like if you read the original comics or even the later ones, Peter finds out a way to beat all of those people by developing some cool tech or some gadget or something. So I think that is what they should have learned on. Just have given Peter everything. They could have added a way to combine gadgets more effectively for Peter and leave the regular ones for Miles because he already has the Venom powers. I feel like that is what they should have done. Now look at this. I have four abili- abilities and four uh, gadgets, and this still bugs me. Look at this. If I press and hold, I can see the entire combat screen. But if I press and hold, it feels like it's expanding. So they can easily add what they should have been. Even so, in my opinion, this should have been just a quick access button. And if you press and hold, there should have been a proper gadget wheel where you could select everything. This should just have been your quick access, and the same can be said for your suit powers. Sorry, mechanical spider arms. We have in total 8 abilities. So what they could have done is give us 4 for the quick access and press and hold for another 4 of them. Or they could have done one. Okay, I know Gotham Knights gets a lot of slack, but they that ability wheel can actually use all 8 at once. Come on, if Gotham Knights can do it, I'm pretty sure Insomniac they could have implemented it. Now, this is not me saying that Insomniac is a bad developer. They have done tremendous things. Now, I don't know if it's because of Sony's influence or Marvel's influence. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume it is. But this is this game feels less complete compared to their older games. That's all I'm saying. I just hope they could bounce back and start creating amazing games again. So that was my first gripe with the gadgets and everything. So another thing I don't like is, okay, despite as I said before, spider arms are cool, but where do they actually come from? Okay, let's go to the advanced suit. I'm sorry again for my voice. Okay, so where do they actually come out of? I mean, the first game had such attention to detail in the suit. Like even the part where you think that his gadgets just appear out of thin air, they actually have an explanation that he has a 3D printer on his webs. That's how he creates it in the first mission. And that's what they explain it in the first mission. So where do these things come out of? It's just it's a little bit of immersion breaking for me. There's nothing there's nothing here. I know it's a video game, but they've added so much attention to detail, like explaining how the gadgets are coming out, and if you watch the making of the first game, they tell you what the different layers stands for. And now I think I don't know. It just feels much more. It doesn't feel like he has that much padding as the original suit. It's much more skin tight than the first one. I like the colors, but the original one is still my favorite. You know what they should have done? They should have just kept the design and instead added something like this. They should have added something on the backpack, or at least something on the backs where we can at least imagine that those spider arms are coming out of. But right now, it's just I can understand it from nanotech suits, but this one doesn't make any sense. It's still a pet peeve of mine. It's not a pet peeve. It's like it just breaks immersion for me. So I personally just stick to using symbiote powers because that feels more natural because it just comes out of his body because symbiote is inside his body. That makes sense. And also the suit selection, at least for Peter, half of them are movie suits, which I don't mind, but they could have gone so much more. And the suits that we did get out of those, other than the movie suits, are just so overdone. Okay, this is fine because they added it later. This is overdone. This is overdone. Okay, if you like it, I'm not bashing any of your opinion. I'm just saying mine. For me, these suits are a bit too much overdone, over-designed suits. At least in my opinion. That's it. If you like it, wonderful. You have something to play with. Yeah. So that's it. As far the combat and story goes. And but there's another good thing I would like to say is there's a ton of accessibility feature. They've added the web swinging assist. It's a nice touch for those who felt that it was much more simpler in the first game. This gives you a bit of challenge. And the web wings, they're a cool addition, but I don't mind them having it. I'm not in the camp that oh no, there shouldn't be any web wings because it just distracts from Spider-Man's swinging mechanic. I'm not in the camp like oh no, these are the best thing ever. No, I don't mind if it's there. And the best part of having that is it's an option. You can choose to use it. You can either use this or you can use that. And they give you abilities to do both. And also, this is another opportunity. See, you can dash up, you can dash forward. I felt like there's also two ability slots which are missing. They could have added something to go left, right, or I don't know. The entire some parts of the game just feel rushed and like it was supposed to be more. And like this one, I've already talked about this, but look at this. This is the gadget wheel. If I press, It's expanding. It's like it's supposed to expand out and give us more of the gadget options, but it doesn't. Same goes for here. This is the ability wheel. It's expanding. It's like it's supposed to give us more. I wish they did. Maybe it's just me, but I wish they did. And I'm glad. Okay, another thing I like is I'm glad Peter got a bit of a happy things at least for a while. The ending, I can see what they were going for. They want to start the Goblet Saga, so I don't mind. But Peter could have easily healed it with anti-venom or given him the suit. Or maybe he could, I don't know. But at least he could have at least tried. So that's it for my opinion. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.